nobody's really talking about this, and it gets me kind of worried. Like, but this is also a good thing because you can actually spot this first and be the first in the market to really figure this out. What's happening, everyone? I'm your host, Coin Central, and welcome to discovering my crypto journey. So if you want to be kept up to date with my crypto stuff, like everything to be excited about crypto, I just cover everything. And I'm covering sometimes Terra Luna Classic, sometimes SHIB, sometimes Bong. But the reason is, like, there's so much content to do here. So if this is something that might interest you, you know what to do. Smash that like, and I'll keep you guys updated with more awesome news. But guys, let's take a look at exactly what's going to be happening. So there does seem like to be more news on this, like more on the crypto markets in the following few days. There seems to be the markets actually improving itself. There's tons of opportunities everywhere, and that's a pretty good thing. But people miss this important key feature. Spot Bitcoin ETF nailed on for 2024 K33 report. Now, this is K33 analyst, however, warned that institutional traders may look to take profits following the forecasted approval. So there's going to be big whales selling. So be careful about that. But it's not that bad. It's not the worst. I'm definitely not that worried about that one, but just expect that, like, some whales were waiting for such a long time, and now they might even, end up selling some of their positions because they love to take profit, So might not be as good as people want it, but we still saw massive rallies. So this is what people are missing. Like, these whales, they're gonna probably sell a large portion, and I'm talking maybe they will even sell together like 200 million, which is fine. It's completely fine. It's not that bad, right? And I'm not too worried about that one, even though some people are seriously worried. They're saying, oh, crypto is now going to crash just because of this. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that, maybe crypto is not going to see the price levels instantly like you want it. It's not going to see those big price hikes at the start. But there's definitely opportunities to be made in that sense, like for more actual bull runs and more actual news. There is opportunities for sure. So that is something I'll keep you guys updated on that. But let's just jump right into the video. So
the approval of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, the ETF, by January 10 appears to be set in stone with a new spate.
January 10, that's the big news people are saying. Is if it's get delayed, I do expect the prices to drop though.
Of ETF updates, only adding further to the likelihood of an approval. So, and that means
and they just met up with the SEC. I think that's the big factor that nobody's talking about.
Can be already to 99% to be sure that we will get a Bitcoin spot ETF in the next, 3 weeks. In the next 3 weeks, we will get a Bitcoin spot ETF, which is insane. We have waited so long for this, and now
this was literally like not even 3 months. Like, people were saying this, they only waited 3 months for this. This actually took a long time, really long time. Like, people don't even remember how long it took. So I think that's the big excitement that people have right now, like with this update.
Less than it's exactly 3 weeks, I think. 21 days. Yes. So exactly in less than 3 weeks, more or less, we will have a Bitcoin spot ETF.
Unless it gets delayed. So there's a possibility that the Bitcoin, it basically gets delayed. But he does say some other important factors. Again, the spot ETF, it could be a real game changer for a lot of the holders. And that's what I'm really excited about.
The downside, I would like that this continues while Bitcoin is going up, so that we have a small rotation and that we are coming quickly down here to 52%. But of course, that will only happen, in my opinion, after we hit $48,000 or $46,000. So that would be the perfect moment to see that rotation. Then the total market cap again is gaining here and running back into the altcoin season territory. That's also what I wanted to see here. If we can close that weekly candle as it is and pop with the next one to the upside, that would be the perfect outcome for me. I just don't want to see that we get too crazy rejected from here to the downside. Yeah.
So yeah, it does seem like a lot of people are calling in that correction in January because, well, the whales will take the profit And second of all, people will be just returning back from work and they might not be buying Bitcoin. They might be stuck in offices. And I think that's where the big difference is. For that being said, it does seem like we do have more updates pretty much soon for you guys. And again, like people coming from offices, like it's not the worst. The Bitcoin ETF though, I do think that it could be two scenarios. Like we could have one where it's like, oh, it's so easy money. We're going to make tons of cash. So easy, right? This is the one scenario where everyone makes a lot of money. So this is the number one scenario. Everyone wins. The second scenario, though, is it will be a disappointment. So everyone has been hyping up for this for such a long time that it might not even matter in the end. And that's what I'm slightly worried about. Like, if this does happen, we could be seeing like some sort of a huge dip. But again, like anything, I'm open to all expectations. I'm open to all excitements. There's definitely tons of opportunities still for the crypto market to grow, actual growth, like the one we wanted to see for some time. And that being said, if you want to be kept up to date with more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that beautiful like button, you beautiful creature. No, jokes aside, like let's take a look. I had a long day. I've been working about 5-6 hours. I love it. I love making crypto content. And if you're listening to this, let me know in comments below because I cannot see your face, but I know someone is listening. So until next time, peace everyone. Today, I really want to look at top crypto price predictions, what's going to happen with crypto prices, and give you a fair update. I think a lot of people deserve to see some updates for what exactly is Bitcoin and what is going to happen with it. Is it a cool thing that everybody's going to buy, or is it going to fade away after these hype levels? So if you want more content like this, smash that like button, stay subscribed, press that like, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news because there is a lot of content we need to go through today. But top 11 crypto predictions for 2024. So money rules, investing tips is like a multi-millionaire. No, okay, he's not a multi-millionaire, but he's pretty damn wealthy, okay? And he knows a lot about Bitcoin. He's been more in Bitcoin than anyone else than just us. And I think this is where the big bull run is actually starting. I think this is where the people are really excited in that sense that there is a lot of opportunity in this crypto space for new holders. The new holders will overtake the old holders in their supply, in all their demands, and all their things that they're excited about right now. So that's where I really think crypto will rise. And if you want more content like this, smash that like button. It helps me buy myself food. I literally, from the money I earn from the videos, I finance my food. I don't finance my rent. It's not enough, but I do finance my food. And if you watch these videos, thank you so much because you are directly contributing to me having enough food to eat. So thank you very much. But let's smash that like button if you haven't already, and we will be looking at top 11 crypto predictions for 2024. So what did the analysts predict?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. As you might have imagined, the topic of what's going to happen to the financial world and the cryptocurrency space,
it's just gonna go up. It's a no-brainer.
Over the course of 2024 is a major topic because it's like almost here, and then it'll actually be 2024, and then people will. The point is, a very large company known as Van Eck. They're popular within the cryptocurrency space because they are also one of the largest accumulators of Bitcoin.
So, by the way, these exchanges, they're ultra wealthy. It's like unprecedented wealth. That's the thing I see. Like some of these exchanges and these institutions, they literally have unlimited money. Ain't that scary? That's literally a scary thought. But to them, it's just like another day of price increases. Like that's pretty damn crazy, huh? But that being said, it does seem like we do have more price level updates for you guys.
And also are vying for a spot Bitcoin ETF. They recently released their top predictions for 2024 as to what they believe are going to happen to the cryptocurrency market. If you've been following a lot of the other videos, a lot of the wealthiest people on the planet tend to have the same general ideas as to what exactly is going to happen next year.
So yeah, that's definitely what I see. Like a lot of these multi-millionaires, they actually do predict everything wrong and bad in crypto. Like, and sometimes they are literally correct. Like they know something about crypto that we don't. And that's just the way world works. Like sometimes the wealthy have a better chance than those who don't have wealth. And that's the way the world works sometimes. And that's the way how these institutions in crypto work, because crypto is very much fresh. It's very much new. And I think this is the excitement a lot of people see in crypto spaces, like, oh, it's just getting started, so it must be like, so it's fine. Everything's okay. And I think this is where the real like problematic people come in and they say, okay, crypto, it's awesome. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. But the real issue I see with that is, where will crypto be in the following few years? And that's where the big question starts. Like, is crypto gonna recover? Is it gonna see a huge price rally? And if it does, who's gonna have the majority of the profit?
Their first prediction for 2024, okay, they say that the US recession will finally arrive. It literally says the word.
What? We've been hearing that the US recession will arrive for 10 years. Since probably the last crash, people were saying there's coming a second recession. So if they're right, it's going to be insane. But I hope not, because this rise is kind of juicy, you know?
Finally. I roll my eyes, and yeah, there we go. I rolled them, I think, for the camera. Is mainly because we've heard this, and I even made a video about this. People have been talking about a recession since 2011.
Exactly. They said like second recession. And you still have people shorting the market since 2011. Imagine how much money they lost. It's over for them. Like they literally lost so much money. Like coming home to their wife and saying, oh, I lost 6 million this year. Why? Well, there's going to be a bear market pretty much soon. So that definitely makes you consider like, okay, maybe crypto is like not going to have a recession. Maybe, just maybe. Especially because now we saw a massive bull run. To me, it sounds pretty much insane, like in that sense. Like there is a ton of opportunity in this crypto markets. And I definitely do think like the people big in crypto will have more opportunities to actually see these price hikes, these price rises. So anyway, guys, I'll keep you updated with more on that. Let's take the second prediction.
Every year, multiple times, that there's going to be a recession. There's going to be something terrible. There's going to be a recession. Stock market crash, stock market depression, you name it. And it has not arrived. I think everyone desperately wants one at this point to arrive, because everyone keeps talking about how one is actually going to happen and how it's going to destroy the world's markets, what have you. They do say, as the recession finally arrives within the United States of America, there will also be multiple spot Bitcoin ETFs that will be launched, which is something that we've been waiting for.
I don't know why they would launch the ETFs with recession coming, because that means a lot less people would buy. But sure, if it works, right? And I think that's a very good question of what if.
Current time frame is, I think, the first week of January. So we're not that far away. They said when this happens, they're expecting $2.4 billion to flow into the ETFs.
$2.4 billion, I'll take that money any day. This is a lot of money for crypto, especially because the markets are pretty small right now. So that's pretty good.
Over the course of a 2 to 3 month period. This one seems realistic. We've gotten numbers before. For those of you who were not here, there are people who are expecting trillions of dollars to flow into the cryptocurrency market over the course of next year from the ETFs. So 2.4 billion may be even a little bit low. The second prediction is they say the Bitcoin halving. The fourth Bitcoin halving in 2024 will see minimal market disruption and a post-halving that will rise Bitcoin's price with significant gain. That's a fairly easy prediction. Like, oh my gosh, using my psychic powers, at some point somewhere on the planet, it's going to rain, and the rain will be wet because it's made out of water. Number 3, they say Bitcoin will make a new all-time high by the end of 2024. A lot of the predictions are they go the whole range.
So yeah, a lot of these predictions, they're just like, yeah, it's going to probably happen. Yeah, the market is probably going to go up. Yeah, the market is probably going to go down. And I don't think these are actual predictions. Like, I think we always see like the bank saying the recession is going to start. The German bank thinks the recession is starting in the near future. And this is like the worrying thought I have right now. Like, is this really going to happen? No, I don't think so. I don't think this recession is going to be in place. But again, you know, these type of articles get clicks, and there's a very funny post I saw. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 4 times the analyst is right about the recession incoming. And people love to short. There's always like a community that's going to short Bitcoin, and people are going to get commission from these Bitcoin shorts, from people wanting to short Bitcoin, from traders opening up short positions. So there's 2 sides of the Bitcoin community. There's traders making a ton of money on crypto actually going up. And then there's also traders trying to make money from people trying to get it to go down. So say, guys, let's open up a short position and you're going to make money using my affiliate link. By the way, Bybit affiliate link, 30K bonus down in the description below. If you're a trader, be sure to smash that like button. Until next time. But no, joking aside, let's take a look at more predictions.
Market share will be challenged by other smart contract platforms. I also don't think that's going to be true. People have been saying that since 2015, 2016.
So let's take a look at this again. The Ethereum is going to be challenged by another smart contract. I don't think Ethereum can ever be beaten.
Ethereum's market share will be challenged by other smart contracts.
This is like saying there is going to be other currencies than just the US dollar. Ethereum has competition from Kaspa and all these great projects like Solana. But challenged, sure. But can they share the same ecosystem? Yeah, for sure. Like, and I think that's the big problem. Like, they make too many wide predictions. Like me saying Bitcoin will fall $1,000 in the next 3 weeks. Bitcoin, or it will go up in the next 3 weeks. Like, these predictions mean nothing. They literally mean nothing in that sense. And they don't make any sense in that matter.
Contract platforms. I also don't think that's going to be true. People have been saying that since 2015, 2016, that Ethereum is going to be dethroned and no other coin consistent.
I don't think it can be, because I don't think, like, even Solana has lower gas fees, but it cannot beat like all the projects that they're already on the Ethereum. Like, Solana doesn't have enough big of a user base. And Solana only built its user base like in the last 3 years. Ethereum did it since 2016.
Has even come remotely close to them. Nor do they have as many partnerships as Ethereum has like 500 partnerships with like Fortune 500 companies.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you beat someone that beat the system? Literally, it's almost impossible at this point. And that's the crazy part. Like, that's what's really scary. Ethereum can't really nothing can beat Ethereum at this point. It's the king of cryptos. So that being said, does seem like there is potential for other tokens to rise, to see massive price levels, to recover, etc., etc. But Ethereum going pretty strong.
I don't think they'll be challenged at all. I think other people will say that they're going to challenge them, but they won't really be able to actually do that much. Number 5 is they're saying that Ethereum is going to have a new upgrade, EIP 4844.
I think the Ethereum said it itself that they're going to have an upgrade unless it gets like delayed or something. That's their prediction. So I don't know about this one. Like, this kind of doesn't make any sense at all. Like, of course, it's going to have an upgrade. We've been talking about this upgrade for quite a while, and it's been in development for quite a while.
They're saying that layer 2 solutions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, will actually be able to, they will capture the majority of the trading volume for Ethereum. That is to say, the layer 2 solutions such as Polygon, etc., will be doing more work than Ethereum and have more trading.
I don't see that, but if we do see that, that would be amazing. Like, that would be pretty cool. But definitely like something to think about.
Volume. See if that actually ends up happening. Number 6. They said NFT activity will rebound to a new all-time high.
I definitely disagree with that. Nobody's talking about Bored Ape Yacht Club anymore. Like, how can it rebound from zero to a hero? You need to have a lot more than just that to prove it worthy, basically. That's the big issue. How can you make it so big? Like, there's literally no chances.
With Ethereum leading and Bitcoin gaining traction. For those of you who have not been here for the last month, half of a year, sorry to tell you, but NFTs are still extremely popular. I made a video about them. A lot of people seem to be confused as to what NFTs are. NFTs are...
Sure, if you don't mean like the Bored Ape, I think it's also very vague. You don't tell if it's going to be NFT smart contracts or if it's going to be some sort of difference. And this is the big problem I'm seeing right now with this predictions. They don't make a ton of sense. Like, they could literally mean anything at this point, and it's confusing. It's semi-frustrating, but it's also just completely confusing what they meant by that. So, that being said, it does seem like crypto, it's getting started in a good way, but a lot of these price predictions we're seeing right now, they don't mean that much. Like, they don't make that much changes.
Are a literal digital certificate of authenticity and or provenance for a piece of art that you might be buying. People have a misconception as to what they are. However, who doesn't have a misconception are world governments and national museums around the world. You can Google it. They're all buying NFTs and have been buying them as prices are a lot lower. So NFTs are going to rise back up rapidly in price. They're going to hit brand new all-time highs, and the general public has no idea that, pieces that have gone to like $1,500 are being bought up by museums, and at some point these will be worth millions of dollars, but that's something else. For those
Now, this is probably a very niche scenario, so it's a very small scenario, and most museums, they don't do that. But I never heard of that, so that's pretty good value overall. Like, I never heard that they're buying NFTs for that sense. Like, that's something confusing I found, but I never heard of it before. So it's surprising to me.
Those of you who also missed it, Bitcoin also has NFTs. They're called ordinals because, Bitcoin has to have everything quite fancy, and they're taking Bitcoin by storm. A lot of Bitcoin maximalists don't care for them. They actually want them destroyed and deleted. We're going to see if that actually ends up taking place. But Bitcoin NFTs are very, very popular. Some of them around summertime were selling for around $45,000, $50,000, and also entire ones that people found. So basically, they're like written on top of a Satoshi, the smallest unit of a Bitcoin. People were finding Satoshis that
Sure, but I don't think a lot of people use them, so I want to see how they perform, really.
Like Satoshi Nakamoto mined himself. Like, you can see, like, this was made in 2009. I don't know why I had that voice. And they were finding those. They were putting NFTs on them, and then people were buying them for like $500,000. So just expect that to also go completely insane as well. Number 7, they say that Binance will lose.
I don't know if these NFTs, Bitcoin NFTs, will actually go up, but I do predict the next thing they're going to say is Binance is going to lose a lot of people. And that's very plausible, because right now what we're seeing with crypto is just, Binance is not perfect, okay? Binance is not doing perfect right now, and it's problematic for them. It's definitely been rough times for them, really.
Lose the number 1 position, and the competitor.
Okay, I don't know if Coinbase or whatever is going to reach that. They have like 5 times more, unless you like account ETFs. I actually think ETFs could win big.
Such as OKX, Bybit, Coinbase, and BitGet.
BitGet, like, sorry, that was a fly. Do you really think like BitGet or something else will be like bigger than Binance? They're gonna have so much money. They're gonna like, everyone is gonna go after them. Hey, you shouldn't, like, we just defeated Binance. Like, the SEC is gonna go after all these big exchanges. I just don't see that happening, guys. It's just zero chances at this point. Just because, like, why and when and how? Like, there is no point to discuss stuff like this, because there is no point. I just don't see it happening at this price level. Like, in this volume that all these big exchanges will get bigger and get stronger than what we are seeing right now, basically. So yeah, but hey, could be tons of changes overall.
BitGet is something. BitGet will be contending for leadership. I also don't think this is going to happen. People have been talking about that since.
I guess if you make like 14, 11 crypto predictions, some of them are going to be right. And that's the big difference about it. Like if you make 11 crypto predictions, maybe 2 of them are going to be right. And everyone's going to say, oh, look at that. This crypto prediction was insane. They predicted that Bitcoin is going to rise by 2%.
Also 2017, 2018, a lot of people just did not like Changpeng Zhao or the idea that a cryptocurrency exchange company that had maybe at some point an affiliation with China was in the #1 spot. And this is why we've seen a lot of...
Yeah, we've seen a lot of drama like this, but I don't know about this. Like they moved a long time ago to different exchanges. This is where I think like the music stops, you know, where the big difference is for that matter. But hey, I'll keep an open mind on that. Like there is a ton of possibilities, really.
Of the news recently where things got a little bit out of control with Binance and Changpeng Zhao. But Binance is still #1. Binance will still continue to do well unless there's another smear campaign that's fronted by popular crypto exchanges as it was over the course of 2023. Binance will probably be just fine. Other exchanges will continue to grow because they exist in other places around the world. So expect other people in other countries that you're not in to also be using exchanges that you've never heard of. That's usually the way that logic goes. Number 8. They say that the stablecoin market will reach a new all-time high above $200 billion. This is probably also going to happen. The stablecoin market has been moving up a lot.
I think, yeah, stablecoins, like they have a lot of regulations, so they have a very fair point. Stablecoins have been pretty much going in big, going in full, going in rising fast up. So they do have like they're the first in crypto to be actually one of the most like exciting ideas right now. So that being said, it does seem like stablecoins just getting started. I do think there's going to be much more potential with stablecoins seeing like some sort of a price rise. But again, like anything could happen. Crypto is just beginning, so I'm not too sure where and how it will stop in that way. But I'll keep you guys updated on that a bit more until, well, we watch the end of the video.
A lot over the course of 2023, mainly because we historically see people or companies creating new stable coins as we move into the next bear market, because people who are trading need these coins. And if we have a 2 or 3x the amount of people that we had last bull run who are trading cryptocurrencies and they were using stable coins, therefore the idea is that
I think also because regulation, like a lot of stable coins are going to get regulated in that sense. A lot of people are going to be talking about regulation. So that's something that's exciting to see. And that's why stablecoins have a massive potential.
The procurement? No, wait. The demand. What procurement? The demand for these coins will also continue to rise, and therefore the stablecoin market will continue to grow. We have a lot of countries who are trying to make their own stablecoins now, but it's not working out that well because no one wants to use government stablecoins, and people are tending.
That's true. Like there's so many offers of non-government stablecoins. Like there's no reason for them to use that. So it does kind of make sense in that way. Like why would they use that if they just have something completely different to use at that point? No actual reason to use it. So that being said, it doesn't seem like a bad idea, like government stablecoins. It's just that like I heard there's some like people have been reporting like being tracked or things like that, and obviously in crypto they don't really prefer that. So I'm thinking like how can they improve that? Like how can they make it better? And that's a question I have for myself, basically.
To gear towards the ones that are already within the cryptocurrency market. Number 9 is they say that they assume that decentralized exchanges will continue to regrow and hit all new all-time highs. We've seen.
So again, wait.
market. Number 9 is they say that they assume that decentralized exchanges will continue to regrow and hit all new all-time highs. Number 9 is they say that they assume that decentralized
exchanges, there's no way, because decentralized exchanges are now being regulated. So why would they go up? This makes absolute no sense in my honest opinion. Like, why? Why would it go up? There's just no reasoning for that, but it seems like anything is being predicted at this point. So I do think there is potential for sure, but I don't know, like, what's the point of this? So that being said, looks like we're gonna be having more updates pretty much shortly on this. Keep you guys updated. I think there's more predictions, but I covered the most important ones in that aspect. If you guys want the second part, smash that like button, buy me some food so I can eat through watching my videos and watching more on this channel. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace everyone. Well, BitBoy got a haircut, but that's not the only thing that happened in crypto today. Welcome back everyone. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day today, because I sure am. So BitBoy is back. His all like set up, all the OPS, like what he had before is back. All his sponsor stuff is back. And I'm seeing like BitBoy saying huge opportunity for Bitcoin bulls. These entry could save massive gains. And I love Bitcoin. I love hearing anything about Bitcoin personally. So if you guys want to be kept up to date, you know what to do. Press that like button.
The risk, shorting is just risky. It's just an unnecessary risk.
So he says basically shorting is a risk, which is unnecessary risk. And that's true, because usually when we see a bull run, you're going to make massive profit. But shorting is much, much harder to predict than bull runs. So the thing with bull runs is they grow much, much larger than small shorts. The small shorts that you need to seriously predict that something will drop in a high level to earn that type of potential for seeing the price drops. And that's how I feel is, that's what I feel is the biggest problem right now with shorting and everything like that. There are opportunities in crypto, but obviously shorting is probably not one of them.
When we know the action is about to be parabolically upwards. Value of your asset.
Especially if it goes up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here on this graph. That's pretty much insane.
That's that you're making the gains on are going up. Shorting, you can't short at 100%. You can only short 99.99%, whatever, because you can't go basically 100% because you'd be at zero. Unless a coin does in fact go to zero. It has happened before. So the point is as you're shorting and the market's going down, yes, you're making multiplied gains on top of your money. But if you take 10 Bitcoin and you short and the price of Bitcoin goes from 70,000 down to 10,000, you're making money on the short, true, but your value of your assets are going down. So that's why it's always better, in my opinion, to be bullish. You make way more money when you're bullish than when you're bearish.
So I've been telling this for some time, and there's really two types of crypto traders. There's like a backhand, like when you enter a bar, for example, go on the back door, there's usually people playing poker, right? And here in crypto, we have people that are bears and they're bulls. And then there's a small community that's always saying Bitcoin is just going to crash around the corner. It's just going to crash around the corner. And when you say it like 50 times, of course, people are going to be like, oh, I was correct. It really did crash. That's crazy. And I think that's the big difference with it. Like, that's what a lot of people are really expecting. Like, if you are right on these shorts, then, oh, that's okay. I was right and I'll make a ton of money. But again, the true profit makers are those who are bullish, especially because it's a lot easier to predict bull runs than the start of a correction or start of a bear market. Like, nobody predicted FTX. Like, very little people predicted FTX. Like, how could you see that? How would you see the collapse, right, of FTX? It would be hard. But how could you see a bull run coming? Like, halvings, the halving is coming. The rate cut is coming. So it's much easier to make money during bull runs. And he said it correct. If it's gonna be a bear market, unless you're like planning that crypto will return back and you're gonna be earning that money in the bear, you're gonna be losing money anyway. Like, because if you hold crypto, that money is gonna be down.
Of course, you want to be bullish when it's time to be bullish. You want to be bearish when you want to be bearish. But you've got to know your internal bias. Like, that's what's important. And mine is definitely bullish And I like that because it allows me, to do really well. My thing is sometimes I don't take the profits on the trades like I should have, and that hurts me sometimes. I'm trying to get better at all that stuff. The Ben Armstrong crypto channel is sponsored by Stake.
So I don't want to see that, but look, here's the important factor he says.
On an uptrend right now. So I don't want to, count my chickens before they hatch here. But the high here is 55.26%. That's pretty dang close. But we need this to go on a downtrend, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to.
So it seems like to make like that big crypto crash, what needs to happen for crypto is multiple layers broken. So not only one layer broken, because usually what happens if Bitcoin is at a discount, the whales buy, right? And that's the thing. If you like breaking support levels is a fairly big difference. And that being said, I honestly do believe that crypto is just getting started in a good way, like right where we wanted it. And that being said, if you want to be kept up more content like this, seems like Bitcoin to see that crash is still a far way ahead, really.
And the reason is because of this ETF news, obviously. Dominance, I think, may have peaked. But we do have the ETF that could be obviously making dominance go back up again if that occurs. I do not have a trade in right now because I am right now waiting for this fall. I do believe we are going to get it. The price that we're looking for.
So yeah, BitBoy is basically predicting another fall. But I feel like that fall could very much rise after people come from vacation, after people come from, they right now probably have time with family, time with Christmas, and also all the big trading companies, all the big institutions, all not just like people at home, not like just people not watching crypto, but actually people not caring, like not being on a skeleton crew. So skeleton crew is basically when you have maybe less people at exchange and others are just enjoying the Christmas vibes, enjoying everything going outside. And then in January, everyone is going to be back for that crypto market. And we're going to be hearing more info on the ETF. We're going to be hearing more info on all different price predictions. So, really think also about like what's happening in the outside world. If crypto is not growing, it's not just that Bitcoin is down because it's down. Sometimes it's very correlated with the stock market, and other times it also has to do with seasons. So like in Christmas season, people tend to spend more money, and that's where the big difference comes in. And I think that's where people like fail to realize that. I think that's such a big difference in a sense. But if you guys want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace, everyone.